everybody. Welcome to Sandy's house, where ingredients and taste meet. And B and I are back with another recipe for you. Tonight, we are making Greek shrimp with lemon rice. Doesn't that sound great?
That sounds amazing.
Have you ever had lemon rice?
Never had it.
Or Greek shrimp?
Never had it.
Okay, well, we'll see how it
have it tonight.
We'll have it tonight. We've got a lot going on in the kitchen tonight, and usually we have guests to help us when we're preparing more than one thing. But tonight it's just you and I, so we got to make it happen.
But we can have it.
We got this.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna go over here and get our shrimp marinated and put that in the refrigerator. And by the time we finish putting together the rice and the Greek sauce and our biscuits, the shrimp will be the last thing that we cook off.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get A and B started on the lemon rice. So we've got about 2 tablespoons and a half of butter in our pot here. We're gonna turn the fire on. The front one. About a medium to low heat. Low heat. We don't want to burn it. That's good. We'll turn it up a little bit. Once the butter melts, and B is going to put our purple onions in here, and she's going to let them soften up a little bit. Then she's going to add 1 cup of rice, and we're going to toast off the rice. So once it gets a little toasty, then she's going to pour in 2 tablespoons of chicken broth, and to that I added 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's what's going to give this rice that back note of lemon flavor. It's not going to be overpowering, but it's going to be just a hint of lemon. It's delicious. Once the rice gets toasted and she adds the liquid, she'll put the top on it, let it do its thing, and then once it's done, she's going to add 2 tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes. And then we have some arugula here. I love arugula because it has like a peppery taste to it. So it's going to go really, really well with this lemon chicken. That taste of lemon, a little bit of pepper in there, and then the acid from the sun-dried tomatoes. So it's going to be really, really good. So we're going to get her going. You good? I'm good. You feeling confident?
I got this.
You got it?
I got it.
All right, I believe you.
Okay. All right.
So now I'm going to go over here and start marinating our shrimp. Okay, so I have about 2 pounds of tiger shrimp, the nice big ones. In this bowl, I'm going to add all of our marinade ingredients. So I've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, about 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, and I'm going to mix all of this together. Now this mixture is a little thicker than I want it to be, so I'm going to I have some red wine vinegar here. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to eyeball it, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of that. Right, there we go. That's a little looser. I want it a little bit looser. Awesome. And I've got some crushed red pepper just to give it a little bit of heat, not a lot. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. There we go. And I got some black pepper here. Just add a little bit of that in here. Okay, so this is our marinade. So I am going to take this and pour it into our shrimp here, and then massage that in really good so I can coat all of the shrimp. And then what we're going to do is put this in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. So by the time we work on the rice, I get the DILL cream sauce ready, and work on my NAAN biscuit bread. It'll be time to put these shrimp in the fire, and they'll be the last thing we do because it won't take them very long. So I'm going to get this all massaged up, and then I'll meet you over here with the food processor and we can work on our dill sauce. Okay, so we've got our rice on. It's on. We turned it into a low simmer because we want it to be nice and fluffy. We don't want it to cook too fast. So we got that going. And I forgot to tell you guys, I added a handful of parsley, and now I know why my marinade was kind of thick. I forgot to put the olive oil in it. So I realized that, added the olive oil. So our shrimp is in the refrigerator marinating for about 15-20 minutes. So while that's happening, we're gonna work on our dill sauce. And it's made with yogurt, and most people use mayonnaise. I'm not like a real mayonnaise fan. Do you like mayonnaise?
I like mayonnaise. I don't like yogurt.
Okay, well we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. You might not even realize what it is.
I might not. It might be good.
That's right. That is right. But you know what? Just for you, I'm gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise.
That sounds great to me.
So I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of sour cream. And because Aunt B does not like yogurt, she prefers mayonnaise, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of mayonnaise. How about that?
That sounds good.
Maybe I'll give you a little bit more.
More the merrier.
And then I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of fresh dill, 2 teaspoons of scallions.
What is it?
Green onions. Miss Loretta said green onions. And a teaspoon of chives. That's what she was calling green onions, are the chives. And then I'm gonna squeeze 1 lemon in here. We may use more, but let's get it blended up and give it a taste and see how it tastes. You know what I think I want to do? I want to add a garlic. I want to add some garlic into this. I'll just add 1 garlic in there. I won't overpower it.
So what's the red pepper for?
Well, if we want a little heat in here, we can add. That's good. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, and pepper, and then I'll let you taste it. And we'll add a little bit of red pepper flakes in here. We're just kind of experimenting with this dill sauce, as you guys can see. As you all can see, we don't really have a recipe. We're just trusting our palate and what tastes good to us.
Well, y'all, here I go.
I think you can use a little more salt, though. What do you think?
Just a dab, not that much.
Okay. I think our sauce is good.
Okay. So now you got to make the biscuit.
Now I'm gonna make the biscuits. Okay, now we got our station all cleaned up from making the yogurt sauce, and we're going to attempt to make this biscuit naan bread that I have in my head. I have this idea in my head. Let's see if I can translate it into something that is yummy.
What made you decide that you wanted to try this?
Well, I like naan. Have you ever had naan bread? There's a little Indian restaurant down the street, and they make the best garlic naan bread. Bread would be good with it, but I didn't really want to go through the trouble of making it from scratch. So I thought biscuits have the same kind of texture if I flatten them out and then put them over some heat. They should cook. So that's what I'm gonna try. Just sticking to my rolling pin a little bit. So I need to flour it a little bit more. There we go. There we go. So I'm just gonna flatten this out. I have my pan heating up behind me. So.
Oh, you're gonna fry it?
Well, not fry it because the pan doesn't have. It's a dry pan. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go over here like this, lay it in, and watch it work its magic.
No butter, no nothing?
No butter. I'm gonna butter it after it comes out. I'm gonna get the next one ready in case it works out. If it doesn't work out, hey, I tried. So we'll see.
With your technique, it'll happen again.
Aww. Okay, what's coming next? What's coming next? I
You
don't
know
know.
something's in the making, huh?
Yes, I don't know if I should like take that or just kind of brace myself for what's coming next. Whew. All right, so far so good. Our biscuits are coming out. Our biscuit, what? You said it looks like tortillas?
Yeah, it looks like flour tortillas.
Looks like flour tortillas,
Flour
huh?
tortillas.
They're coming out. And then what we're doing is we're brushing, this is some butter, garlic paste, garlic powder, a little bit of salt. It's all to taste. I didn't measure anything. Sprinkled a little bit of parsley in there. And so once it comes out of, when I pull it off of the stove and we put it on this plate, Aunt B is brushing it with this butter mixture. And then she's covering it to keep it soft. But yeah, they look just like flour tortillas.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be really good. They smell
That
really
garlic.
good.
It's that garlic. Garlic
Yes.
just makes everything smell good.
Yes. This dish is almost done. Once we finish with the biscuits here, we're going to get our shrimp going and we'll be ready to plate it.
You better chow down.
We'll be ready to chow down. I told y'all plate up to Aunt B means eat. We will be ready to eat. And it looks like your rice is done, so it's steaming. And let's see, let's take a look at it. Yeah,
That looks turn the fire.
that looks good. I
Oh,
did it.
yeah. Okay.
So now you can add your sun-dried tomatoes and your arugula.
And the arugula.
Arugula, I don't know if I said this before, but it's a lettuce that you can use in a salad. And you just want to like gently, not stir it, but just kind of gently fold it together and toss it in there. Yeah, right.
I don't know how to cook.
My bad. Good. Look at this, you guys. Doesn't that look beautiful? That's the toasted rice. Then she added those sun-dried tomatoes, tossed a little arugula in there. We'll put the top on it, just let it hang out until we are ready to eat. Okay, we got our NAAN biscuit bread done. It looks amazing. We've got our rice ready. We've added the sun-dried tomatoes and the arugula. Now it's time to get these marinated shrimp in the pot. There we go. Hear that sizzle?
Love
Love it.
Smell good too.
Love
That
it.
marination is whatever you call it.
Yeah, this Greek marinade smells wonderful. Now I don't want to overcrowd my pan because instead of getting a good sear on these, they'll start to steam if I overcrowd the pan. So we'll do a little bit at a time. Doesn't take shrimp long. I make it a practice to discard my marinade when I'm done. Particularly when you're using a marinade on meat, never use your marinade as a sauce because raw meat has soaked in it. So you want to discard it. And I use the same practice with shrimp and fish and anything else I'm marinating. I don't use the marinade as a sauce, which is why we made that garlic dill sauce. So I'm going to add a few shallots. I love cooking with shallots because they're so mild in flavor, a little bit sweet. So it's going to be a nice garnish on this. So I added about half a shallot, and I'm just going to swirl that around in here.
Now that's butter in the pan.
Right, yeah, thanks for saying that, Andy. I had about 2 tablespoons of butter in here. So we're going to take these out because it doesn't take shrimp long. And there's something called carryover cook. Even once I take them out of the pot, they're going to continue cooking. And you don't want to overcook shrimp.
Why?
Because they'll taste rubbery. You don't want them rubbery. You want a nice snap when you bite into them. You don't want to have to be chewing forever. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, they're pretty. Pretty.
They'll be prettier when you can eat them, right?
That's right. See what the taste like.
Okay, we're going to take these up. Guess what time it is?
Time to eat.
It's time to plate up.
Eat up.
Okay, our meal is ready to serve. We have Greek shrimp over a bed of lemon rice with sun-dried tomatoes and peppery arugula. We have our garlic dill sauce. We have our NAAN biscuit bread. This is how we do it at Sandy's house. We are ready to eat. We'll see you next time. Bye.
I never had this before, but it's real good. I'm really enjoying it.
We are preparing Greek shrimp with lemon rice. Doesn't that sound amazing?
It sounds all right.
Why?
I mean,